Hello everyone and welcome back to the College Cinephile. My name is Anakin and today I'm going to be doing a solo review of the live-action anime adaptation of Tokyo Ghoul S. So before I jump into this movie, there is a clarification that I want to get out there. This movie that I watched is actually a sequel to an existing movie that came out in 2017 that I did not know existed. Whenever I saw the first opening scenes of this movie, I was like, where's this guy and where's this guy and how do you know that Ken is a ghoul and stuff like that? I was completely befuddled. And so I realized after doing research, after watching the movie, was that this movie is actually a sequel to a previous movie. Anyways, before I jump into Tokyo Ghoul S, I needed to make sure that I got the universe and the lore behind Tokyo Ghoul covered before I jump into it. So basically, there's the human world, and then there's the ghoul world that live in Tokyo. Ghouls eat people. Everyone, basically. They can't eat regular meat like beef or chicken or anything like that. Humans can. And since they can, ghouls like to eat people. And since that's all going on, there's this other syndicate. I wouldn't call it a syndicate. I would call it more of an organization where they capture and kill ghouls called the CGG, which actually stands for Ghoul Countermeasures Bureau. Doesn't go with the acronym, but whatever. So basically, there's this college kid named Ken Kaneki that goes to university and lives in this world. And one day, he looked in an alleyway and he saw this girl crying and he was like, I'll be a nice Samaritan, I'll go check on her. Turns out that she's a ghoul. Her name is Reese and she's one of the most dangerous and threatening ghouls out there. So Reese was decided, hey, I'll kill this guy and eat him because, you know, I like that. Scaffolding fell from the sky and landed on Reese and Kaneki. Took him to the hospital and they were like, you know what? This girl's not gonna make it and she's a ghoul. So let's replace her organs with Kaneke's, but Kaneki got to be half ghoul, half human. So Tokyo Ghoul S, I just spit everywhere, opens up with multiple murders that happen across Tokyo by the one and only killer, the Gourmet, who is a psychotic and sadistic ghoul that loves eating people. And I mean a lot of people. He kills so many people and eats all of them, especially their eyeballs. It's so gross. And he was like, hey man, you and I are both ghouls, you know, why don't we be friends and chill? And Kaneki was like, oh yeah man, let's go for it. So whenever that happened, he started to be friends with him and developed a relationship with him. Not that kind of relationship, but a friend one. And it turns out that this whole time, Tsukiyama, or the Gourmet, was actually trying to eat Kaneki because half ghoul and half human meat actually tastes a lot better than regular human meat. Whenever, I can hear you, Marcus. So whenever this happened, Kaneki was like, okay, he was absent-minded about the fact that this guy was the Gourmet or the killer. And he just kept going to his house and he was like, yeah, man, we're both ghouls, nothing too crazy. Then we cut to a shot where it's Nishiro. Kaneki sees him getting beat up in the streets and he's like, hey man, are you okay? And it turns out that Nishiro was trying to eat other ghouls, but he got ramsacked by the other ghouls. And Kaneki was like, I'm a good person, I'll go help him. I can hear you, Marcus. He was like, I don't understand, but I'll help him out. And then whenever they go home, they find out that Nishiro is actually in love with a human named Kimi. And Kimi just only wants the best for Nishiro. And Nishiro's a ghoul, human, they don't mix. It turns out that Nishiro and Kimi got abducted by the Gourmet to a church where he was going to feast on Kimi and Nishiro. And it turns out that with the power of friendship and love, Kaneki and Nishiro were able to save Kimi from being eaten by the Gourmet and defeat the Gourmet once and for all. So that was a short rundown, pretty terrible rundown of the movie. The pros of this movie is that the fact that they made these actors kind of made me feel for them, emotionally and empathetically. That's the good part of the movie. The bad parts of the movie that I did not like was that they tried to make this seem like a new kind of movie. It wasn't. It was just 3 episodes of the anime that you could watch. That's 22 minutes long. And another thing that made me mad was the fact that this movie cost $15 to watch. And I was like, Toy Story 4 was $8. Child's Play was $8. I can watch 2 movies. Main point is, this movie cost too damn much. I shouldn't have said that. This movie costs too much for me to pay $15 just to watch an hour and 47 minutes worth of a live-action anime series. This should have been on Netflix. Or on, what would I rate it? I'll give this, I didn't even put a review in here. I would give this movie 2 out of 5 stars. Not even stars. We do reels. What am I talking about? 2 out of 5 stars. As I just said. 2 out of 5 stars. Put him right there. Right there. Right there. Alright, now let's wrap this thing up. Thank you for watching this episode of the Call of Cinephile. I hope what I liked. God damn it. Thank you for watching this episode of the Call of Cinephile. I hope what you liked. What the f is wrong with me? Thank you for watching this episode of the Call of Cinephile. I hope you liked what you watched. If you want to watch more videos, click right here. We just did a 50th anniversary of Scooby-Doo, and we just got done watching Hustlers. I didn't watch it. I wasn't into it. But yeah, if you like what you saw, you could click the subscribe button down below and change that number higher. Bump it up. Give it a like, and also ring the bell for more notifications. That's it. Done.